So I was thinking about storytelling on the go, and I'm sure most parents will, be very familiar with these kind of things. So keeping notes, scrapbooking, taking photographs with your phone, collecting things, and obviously analysing them later, and measuring things. They're great opportunities for the maths and the science, and then the research after.
Right.
Also before, which I'll talk about a little bit more. And things, if you're reading books, how you might bring a book to life through, for example, a journey by looking at the characters that might fit the characters that you're reading about. I'll talk about this later, but I'm reading a wonderful book at the moment by Catherine Rundell. It's called Rooftopers. I recommend it so highly. But the characters are so vivid. But now I'm walking around. It's for sort of, children 9 years up. But it's lovely when you look around and you're enjoying a book, but then suddenly you think, oh, that would suit that character. Or
yes, it does that. Guess I have never processed that. But yes, when you're in the midst of a story and you kind of start bringing that whole thing into your world, and you find yourself using some of the words that the characters use and all of that.
Or you're at the checkout till and you think, hi, that character would really fit that character. Just bringing books to life. And obviously, I was thinking about car journeys. Sometimes it's really good to just let children get a little bit bored, look out the window. And
yes. Now in the day and age when we've got video screens in front of them and all of those things, we've lost that art of imagination and boredom that we had in our generation.
Yes. And I'm such a big fan of allowing children to have a little bit of time to be a little bit bored, because that's when the invention starts. And I think it's very easy to give children something to do. Big tendency, read a book, do this, or, why don't you draw? Allow children to make the decisions for themselves, because you're empowering them as adults to think about how to fill time. And when they start making, and I see it, with my son now, I'm a bored mum, and it's really hard sometimes because I'll just try and not say anything rather than get to the desk, because he knows where everything is. And it's interesting to see after a bit, he's gone and he started doing that. It was it's good.
We would take our kids camping and then hiking, and of course some of the places we went camping, I mean, now you can get data just about everywhere, but during that time we didn't always have mobile data, and so they were bored a lot more because we created those scenarios where there wasn't any place to plug in things and all of that. And so if you're desperate and you're finding out, how do I get my kids off of technology, just go camping for a week.
Go camping. And start picking up the leaves and the twigs and the birds, and or just listening to picking out the different sounds of the birds. It's we forget. I think there's a lot of pressure on as parents to feel we've got to set our child up for careers, for their to have much intelligence and knowledge as possible. But actually, the ability to work with just a little bit of information and be agile in your thinking and quick thinking is just as powerful. Children will pick up. They don't need to be on a quiz all the time, do they? Just answering questions. It's
exactly. Yes.